Here and now, the program featuring the news and interests of the African American community. Here's your host, Sandra Bookman.
For more than 3 decades, the TADA Youth Theater has earned applause for its musicals created by children for children. TADA offers free year-round pre-professional training and positive youth development. With us today is TADA producing artistic director and co-founder Nina Trevins, along with alumni and youth theater director Christina Franklin. Thank you both for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you.
I wish this had been around when I was a kid.
It was, because it was 30. Oh, no,
yeah,
not in Texas.
God. Don't even try to flatter me with that. Not falling for that one. What you guys do is absolutely amazing. Since 1984, and it's a year-round theater company, essentially.
Yes.
For children, by children. That is it sounds wonderful, but man, it sounds like a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but I mean, it's the work I love to do. I mean, the kids are the performers, and then the families are in the audience. We also have classes for different age kids. The writers of the actual musicals are adult professionals, and then the staff are adults. I mean, Christina started when she was a kid, but now she's all grown up.
Yeah, she's grown up. You still look like a kid for me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
What was it like being part of this program as a youngster? And it must have been pretty wonderful, because here you are coming back to help other youngsters have the same experience.
Yeah, it was, I remember it made growing up a lot easier, which is directly from the mission. Middle school was tough, and sometimes high school was really, really tough as well. But being a part of a TADA show gave me something to look forward to. So no matter how the school day was going, I knew I had rehearsal at the end of the day, so it was going to be a good day. And I just want to give that back to these kids, because I can't imagine what it's like being in school now with phones and social media and all that.
And this kind of pressure never ending.
The testing is,
In addition to the actual academics, the testing,
So. But the test, what is it? The standardized testing.
Yeah, it's a kind of stress that.
Yeah, I mean, they do. They have so much stress now. They just.
And so was that the thought process? I mean, I think what you just said is that the TADA is about so much more than just the actual performing. Was that the thought when you started this?
Well, the thought for me was really, I always knew I wanted to work with kids, and then I got addicted to theater later on, so I had to put the two of them together. And I thought, when I moved to New York, I was ready for this big melting pot place. And when I got here, I didn't find it that way. There were neighborhoods, and you sort of stayed where you were. And I wanted to bring all these different kinds of kids together, because I think growing up is hard. I think it's hard for anybody, whether you're rich or poor or Hispanic, black or white, whatever you are, growing up is very difficult. I think it's gotten more difficult. I mean, we have been around for over 30 years. It is much more. It's much harder now. Much, much harder, especially, I think, in New York.
And I do want to touch on some of your success stories, although I suspect there are a lot of success stories. We may not just know those people's names, but people like Jordan Peele, Get Out, the big movie last year, also Kerry Washington. They were, how do you say, TADAers?
We say alumni of TADA.
TADA kids.
TADA kids. They were TADA kids. And Jordan was in a number of shows, and he's on our board of directors now and giving back, and he's incredible. Kerry is incredible. She was very talented and still is. But we also have people that don't go into performing. And that's actually the goal. The goal is just to find your voice, to find who you are, and to feel confident in being able to be whoever you are and whatever you want to do.
And I think you pointed out, I was reading, it teaches you how to communicate, how to relate to other people.
Absolutely.
And the all important, as she said, find out who you are.
It gave us a voice. It gave us a free place to make mistakes and not be worried about what's going to happen. And also remember, you were one of the first people that instilled in us that although you're working with people and you're working with different combinations of people every day, you might not necessarily like them all the time or get along with them, but you still have to find a way to work together and be cordial enough to get the job done. And that is something that is carried into my adulthood seamlessly.
That's pretty
and
much
she
the
taught us
story
that
of,
as kids.
Of adult life, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Whether it's home or work or what have you. I want to talk about summer school. You know, what summer camp, I should say. Summer camp, what that is. And I know that you've got an open house coming up this month.
We do. The summer camps, what we do is a musical theater camp. Every week is different. So you could take 2 weeks, you could take a week, you could take 6 weeks, and you'll have different teaching artists. And what they do during that time is they start out with a theme, and they work on writing the show together, and then they rehearse it, and then they perform it for family and friends at the end. So it's for people, whether they think this is something they want to do, or for those who know they love theater, it gives them an opportunity to try it and try different aspects.
Okay. And there is a cost.
That program, there is a cost.
And the TADA, the normal TADA?
The ensemble program is totally free for kids. The ensemble is through an audition-only process, and so you audition in September and October, and then you can be in the ensemble from the time you're 8 through 18. And there's no cost. And then for our classes after school, or on weekends, or summer camps, or week-long camps, there is a cost for those things, but there is also financial aid.
Okay, and if I want to send folks to TADAtheater.com, and you can find out what the cost is for the various summer camp weeks, and what the subjects are, and the open house date for summer camp is April 29th.
April 29th. Oh, yes, that's right after this show. We're also working on a show right now. So the show opens, and then the open house is right after that.
Which is perfect timing. And then later in the year, there's June 30th. I mean, June 3rd, there's also an open house later in the summer.
Because some people don't decide so early what they're going to do. I mean, the way the week-longs work is you could go to sleepaway camp for a while, and also when you come back to New York, have camps to do here as well to fill in, like before you go or after you go.
Okay. Oh, you got it all figured out. TADAtheater.com. Thank you guys for being with me this afternoon.
Thank you
for having us.
Even reading about it, I got excited. So
well, you can come in and rehearse with us if you want.
I'm a little old for that, don't you think?
Well, if we have an adult part, I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you.